banks, they have multiple products and multiple divisions, and you've got a relationship manager that typically fronts off against the client and is expected to know everything about all of those products. So the way that I've kind of described myself at previous organizations that I've worked at, where I have been that front of house relationship manager, and I have all these products at my disposal. Like, I am more the general practitioner that knows this many diseases, but this much about it. And then behind me sit the surgeons, if you will, that have this much experience on a particular product, but they know that much about it. Right. And so, banks, I think they would love to have real deep and meaningful and in-depth knowledge about all of their products, but you're spreading yourself so thin or thinly. It's just not possible. So clients are therefore not really getting that level of service. It's not a case of like they're getting a crap customer service in the sense that they pick up the phone and they're being ignored or the person's rude. It's about like they're just not if you get a headache, you don't go to your local garage, right? And likewise, when your car breaks down, you don't take it to the doctor. You take it to somebody who is the expert in their field. And so banks, unless they really figure this out, are really vast becoming just like kind of a receptacle for holding a balance. And from that, all of my other services are just going to get plucked, right? I get paid a salary, it goes in. From there, like I buy my insurance through, I don't know, like Geico, I have my health insurance, I've got loan repayments, I've got a mortgage, and none of that necessarily has to be with the bank, right? So all of these funds just flow out. And we're just another one of those kind of like components that can reach into a bank and pull funds into, our environment and provide foreign exchange services to companies. So, with us, it's not just about getting a great price. It's about all of the hand holding that goes with that, right? And about the education that goes with that. And that could include anything from, and again, I'm being a bit flippant, right? But if we've got, and I say, I'm going to talk about Poland specifically, because that was one of the recent conversations I had earlier on this morning, clients interested in sending payments to Poland. So, we would keep an eye on anything that might affect Poland and therefore the Polish currency. And that could be, and this is the flippant response, like the Polish government have monsters amounts of investment in Bolivia. So if there's an earthquake in Bolivia, then that might have an impact on the zloty currency, right? Or something that the Polish government's going to do. So we're like keeping an eye on not just the currency in the country, we keep an eye on what might affect that currency in that country, which could be something that's completely out of anybody else's periphery or scope. So, and at that point in time, we would then be, reaching into our clients and saying, look, this is what's going to happen. This is where we think the currency is going to move and why. And these are the actions and the steps that we think that you should be taking. You're not going to get that level of engagement with a front of house relationship manager in a bank. And again, I'm going to caveat that by saying that's not their fault. Right. I think they would probably love to be able to do that. But when you're pulled in about a million different directions and you're targeted by, in some cases, just management that say, look, just here's your revenue target, go get it however you get it, we don't care, versus some specific silo businesses that say, here's your credit card target, here's your loan target, here is your whatever it might be, right? So they're like, all right, crap, I'm going to focus over here because that's low hanging fruit for me. And unfortunately, the client then doesn't get the service that they deserve.